Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. We are back and we are going to do our Moho mission today. Well, start it today anyways. As you can see, I've made a few modifications to the ship, which I will go over. First, I apparently forgot, I did forget to put the imager on because it was originally out on the solar array, which has of course been replaced with these. So I've added to the top in a form that can be ejected off the ship before landing to save on mass for the lander. I have redistributed my RCS. I've put a large tank on the lower stage and then 4 smaller tanks. This adds up to be about 0.4 tons less than this guy right here. And it provides 600 RCS, which should be plenty. Plus then we've got this one up at the top. Solar panels. I redistributed the solar panels so that they would be 3 on each side, so for a total of 6, and so all I have to do is orient this thing properly towards the sun and it will orient the solar panels properly for me. Now, I think we'll get this into orbit today first, and then we'll worry about adjusting time between episodes to make sure we're lined up with the right place. Because really we need to find out if this thing can even fly before we try and hit our launch window. I have the math written down here on a piece of paper for when to depart, but it's going to be a complicated one because it is Moho's in a different plane. It doesn't orbit. It's eccentric. It's eccentric. There we go. Compared with Kerbal. So let me see, was there anything else that we needed to tweak? Oh yep, one less battery on the on here. Let's just move these up a little. There we go. That's a little better. I think that covers all the major points. Oh, I redistributed the fuel. That's the last thing. Instead of an orange tank, I've got instead of the 3 stages being, you know, small, big, small, I've got small first stage here, and then a medium-sized second stage. There's 27 tons of fuel in this, and then an equivalent 27-ton tank on the upper stage, which should distribute the delta V a little better. Actually, this might be this first stage might be marginally bigger. 4.5 plus 2.25. 5.5, well, 5.75, I guess. No, 6.75. 13.5, 27. Oh, okay. 27, 27, and 27. Apparently they all the stages have the exact same quantity of fuel. So before we finish this up, let's just verify our staging, because that always gets to be a bit of a pain in the butt. So stage 1, fire the main engines and the booster engines up there. Lots of stabilizers to keep this from falling apart. Stage 2, eject the big tanks. Stage 3, fire the 4 engines and eject the big tank below. Stage 5, fire these 4 engines and eject the big tank below. Stage 6, eject the radials and fire the poodle. Stage 7, there's our problem, yes. We want this to be separate. Ejecting that is a completely separate and unrelated task. Eject this, fire that. Eject that. Eject this, fire that. That should be it. One other note, I have set up 2 action groups for this. Custom 8 toggles these uppermost RCS tanks just so I don't have to worry about doing it radially. And Custom 9 will deploy our solar panels. So just, again, so that I don't have to fiddle around with trying to right-click all of them. Unfortunately, well, I guess I could quickly set up the action groups here for the remaining bits and bobs, namely Custom 7 or Custom 1 gravity data. Custom 2 pressure. Custom... I cannot tell if there's... Oh, there's the seismometer. Custom 3 will be seismic. And custom 4 will be temperature, assuming I can find the thermometer. Come on, thermometer, where are you? What would I have paired it with? I would have paired it with the pressure, I guess. Or, oh, was it? Oh, the thermometer was on top of the... Gah. This thing's actually too tall. I can't actually get a good angle on it. Oh. Seismic pressure. Okay, seismic on 2. Gravioli's already done. Pressure on 3. And then we'll put the thermometer on 4. We'll put quickly put 2 little thermometers on top of here. That should be sufficient to keep it balanced. Pretty sure I must have taken it off. It wouldn't surprise me with all the fussing I've done around with this. So custom 4 will be log temperature. Done. Okay. Yeah, because the if the thermometer's on there, I can't find it. So we'll deal with it. It's only yeah, it's not very much. Okay, everyone, this thing is going to be interesting to fly. That much is certain. Let's just hope that it's not too uncooperative. Let us take it to the launch pad and see what happens. So our goal today is to get this thing into orbit, and from there we'll see where we're at. Obviously it's going to be a bit of a task to prepare this burn, but we'll figure it out. The important thing right now is to get this thing into orbit intact. I know we've had some trouble with the 120-ton design, but we did eventually get it into orbit. The 4-tank design with those wideners and narrowers on the second stage is a little... The second major stage is a little iffy. Alright, zoom out. Stabilize. Launching in 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. Holy crap, this thing feels really heavy. But we're accelerating. I'm not sure how much of it is the ship feeling heavy and how much of it is Kerbal Space Program going, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what are you doing, you crazy person? I'm not touching the keyboard at all unless I feel like it's actually falling over. Right now it's only marginally off true, which is mildly concerning. But I think it's sufficiently steady for me to assume we're good. Alright, so far so good. So we need to get this thing into orbit without using any of this top stage. This top stage has to be not used for this to work. Alright, 1,000 meters and rising. There goes the Space Center. Hey, there's my shadow right there. Nice. A rare daytime launch for this game. Okay. So far, so good. No wobble, no craziness going on yet. The proof will be in the first ejection, of course, but one must do what one must. Oh, boy. Did I put... Oh, yeah, there's some little monopropellant tanks here. Never mind. I was worried I hadn't put RCS on the middle stage. Okay, 5,000 meters, coming up on 6,000. Our outer booster tanks are going to run out of juice soon. quite the monster this thing has turned out to be. It's a big launch. This thing's a big, big launch. Okay, we might have to start our turn before our tanks run out, which is fine. It'll just be a little hairy as far as wobble goes and getting rid of the tanks. But that's why we put the Separatrons on there, so we should be okay. Okay, past 10,000, starting. Oh dear. Okay, that's a little scary. Alright, we're about to get rid of those, stopping with any maneuvers. Come on. Please separate far enough, thank you. Alright, so far so good. Oh, that feels just a little... Oh, that wobble. That wobble is a little terrifying. Okay, stop it. Stop wobbling. I do not like it. I do not like it at all. Please stop torquing my ship. That is scaring me a lot. Okay, the RCS on the next stage should help things feel a little less terrifying. But that is still a nasty little wobble we got going down there. Come on. Come on, just a little further. We're making good... Oh, that's not getting worse, is it? Please tell me that's not getting worse. Okay, seriously. Okay, let's try turning off the stabilization. Okay, we're about to get rid of those. Please tell me that things are going to go okay once we get rid of the lower stage. There will be a lot less ship, and we'll use some RCS to stabilize this whole thing, hopefully to true, without wasting any time trying to stabilize that. Okay, that is a scary chunk of wobble we got going down there. Alright, did not lose an engine. Good. RCS, come on, RCS. Oh boy, we almost lost control there. Ouch. Alright, lock it on. Keep her steady. That is using a lot of RCS to keep it steady. Holy smokes. The wheels are running. Wheels are turning. Alright, our apoapsis is up to 45 kilometers and rising. Try and get a little bit more to true here. There we are. Okay, it's feeling a lot better now. We've stopped burning through that quite so fast. Good. Okay. Wow, that got a little hairy there for a minute. Near the end, that got just a little terrifying. Alright, we're going to continue our little turn here. Slowly, slowly. Alright. That's probably far enough. I know we've had some issues with our too much gravity turning. And we need to get up to about 80 at least. Higher would be better, but I need to make sure I get in orbit first. I think that's the important part. Alright, we now have a orbital apoapsis, so we're going to turn a little bit further here. We've still got about half a tank left. We're going to cut the engines here in just a moment, as soon as that apoapsis number passes 80. Done. Alright, preparing for our orbital burn, which will be happening shortly. Started at T-minus 45 seconds approximately. Alright, stop. Rotating. Alright. Getting ready to put full throttle to the engines at T-minus 45 seconds up to periap to apoapsis. We are now officially in space with our I'm just speeding this up just a little. I just gotta be careful. Alright, here we go. Alright, we need to put most of this into our periaps, just like that. Perfect. Look at that. We're watching for that apoapsis number to start rising. The time. Because if it does, that means we need to cut the engines. I don't think it's going to, though. It looks like we're right on the nose for our burn time. Ooh, it's going to be tight. It's going to be hairy here. Come on. Oh, it's going up now. Good, good. Alright, when that starts flying away too fast... Okay, we'll give it just a couple seconds. I don't want this to be in too eccentric of an orbit. Okay, we got lots of fuel left. We're going to get this into orbit. No problemo. And this we're just going to deorbit. We didn't put any chute capacity on it. We're too tight on the launch to waste our time trying to actually get this small quantity of money back to the ground. Again, we'll do T-minus 30 this time. Actually, T-minus 20. Alright. SAS off, start the turn. And in a moment, we will do a rotation to orient our ship towards the sun a little better. We'll rotate 90 degrees. Oh, we're about to run out of... $70. All right, just a little further. And, I mean, we're in a stable orbit now. So that's the important thing. How much do I have left in here? None. Okay. All right, so we need to transfer just a tiny little bit in there. That'll just be enough to get this piece of junk to the ground. Now, is there anything I actually need to do? No, there isn't. I just need to go a... So that one's disabled. That one is enabled. Let's go action group number 8. Come on. Action group number 8. Or was it... Hold on, which one was that? Is that activating these? Really? Oh, okay. I did put those on 8. That was... okay. Alright. Now, as you can see, those things are attempting to orient themselves to face the sun. Beautiful. Look at that. Why is that one not working? Why are you not rotating? Because you're because of your orientation. Blocked by... Oh, it's getting a shadow from the tank. So what we need to do is we need to get rid of this. Engines are cut. Do we still have... We still have a... Even with that one engine or that one solar panel not working, we're still good. It'll just require a small adjustment. Alright, so we'll decouple this. Now then, let's see. This should have battery power in it. Yep, okay, we're good to go. Probe core spare is active. Alright guys, here we go. We need to get rid of this. Turn its RCS on, enable the tank that actually has juice in it. Rotate to retro. And do a deorbiting burn. We're going to make these all very unhappy, aren't we? Are we actually going to put shade on the ship itself? That would be funny, wouldn't it? Okay. We will lock it on retro and we will kill it out of orbit. Because that's just part of the good practice. Alright, that thing is crashing so fast. In fact, we're going to bring it down so hard, it's not even going to know what hit it. There we go. Okay, excellent, excellent. Well, that went just about as well as possible. No, that's not a target we want. We want to switch to it, but I guess we're going to have to go to the Space Center here. We've seen things explode. It's fun, but at some point you just have to admit we've seen discarded pieces of ship explode. What we need to do now is just do a quick check on our burn timing and see how far off from the appropriate time to burn we are. Moho mission Mark 1. There we are. So I see no reason why this thing will not, with the extra probe core now gone, I see no reason why this won't be able to charge itself. We just need to rotate it ever so slightly. Actually, if we do it without RCS, reaction wheel is running. Alright, no, the sun's just set, so that's why we're not seeing anything yet. It might be unfortunate if I've put these in the wrong place, but I should be able to just rotate this to face the sun a little better. Let's have a look at our orbit. We'll just put a maneuver on here just for having something to work with. And we'll find out if this is on a trajectory. This is an outer planet's trajectory, which is fine. We need to actually put this around on the sunrise side, I believe, to get ourselves to the inner planets. And we're going all the way in. What the heck? Oh. We now have a suborbital. That explains why it has to be in that location relative to our orbit. Oh my. Hold on. 190 degrees from retro. There we go. I think we're okay now. I don't know quite what went wrong there, but... Oh, back into a suborbital burn again. Wonder why it's doing that weirdness. Apparently getting to Moho's orbit is harder than I thought. There we go. Wow. Not the easiest departure I've ever designed. Holy smokes. Whoa! That was wacky. A little earlier. Zero that out. I don't know, something doesn't feel quite right about this burn. Well, 2400? I'd have to go look at my notes. Wait, hold on, did I note it down here? 1708 delta V is the optimal orbital departure, so I'm obviously doing something quite wrong here with the timing of my departure. And I think it is that this needs to be further over this way. Alright, zero this out, this radial bit. Here we go. Come on. That's interesting. I wonder why it's doing that. Hold on, which way is Kerbal orbit? We orbit clockwise, so we're actually 119 degrees from retro, means we actually need to be even further around. 90 degrees, so we actually need to be about there, I think. All right, well, let's see. We know it's going to take about, let's say, 1700. So let's just start playing around with the departure time and wait until it starts looking more right. Hey, there we go. It's all about the timing, isn't it? That explains it. I was on the wrong side of the orbit. Okay. Cool. So next we'll zero that out. We'll set that as a target. Alright, so we've got an ascending node and a descending node. The 7-degree difference is going to be a little bit annoying. Alright, well, we have a nice, clean ascending node right close to its orbit, so we'll... No, we do need to actually get it. So we're going to have to adjust this on the fly on our way out there. So we'll start with that, because that's about right. That's pretty close. So that gives us a sort of... Our departure point is actually after sunrise, about there. Okay. So let's get this thing around into the sun so that we can make sure it's going to charge okay. And then we can go back to the Space Center and get to the departure clock point. Alright, we're definitely charging twice as fast right now than we were losing it. All 6 panels are in the sun. So if I face this side directly at the sun, I don't even really need to worry about it. That's more than enough sunlight. Let's just confirm. So if this is charging, we should charge fully before we're even remotely, even close to halfway around the planet. And at the halfway mark, okay, the sun gets in the shadow of our tank gets in the way. Are all of these out? I'm just using the mass thingy to rotate us a little bit. There we go. Physics warp, gotta love it. So we're just going to rotate this thing so it's a little bit more orthogonal to the sun. There we go. Perfect. Now hopefully on our next orbital pass, we will be a little bit better situated. And our charge will be a little bit more effective. I mean, this is going to get a lot easier once we're actually leaving orbit. Come on, don't... One more physics warp just to get this thing rotated. I want to leave with a good, solid charge on this. There we go. That'll do. Okay. Wait, hold on. Is that... There we are. Okay, it's charging now. We're just going to go to the Space Center, and in the next episode, I will have fast-forwarded the clock until our until we are at the appropriate departure window to hit Moho, which is supposed to be Moho at negative 250 degrees, approximately. 251. So if Kerbal is 0, or let's put... So if Kerbal is here, so just treat this as a clock. So Kerbal is at 0, so there's 90, 180, 275. No, 270, just 270. So Moho needs to be about here in its orbit with Kerbal right here. Approximately. So I think that's coming around soon-ish, but I will save, well, actually create a quick save right now, just so we don't miss the window. Moho mission at Kerbal. And in the next episode, we will get the burn set up, finessed, and we will do our burn to Moho. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.